The writer of the books of Joshua, Judges, Ruth, and 1st and 2nd Samuel and 1st and 2nd Kings is unknown. The writer of 1st and 2nd Chronicles is Ezra. Samuel was one of the last judges. Before there were kings, there were judges that took care of Israel. But the people of Israel were wicked and decided that they wanted a king like all the other nations had. So they went to Samuel, the last of the judge, who was also their priest, and demanded a king. And so Samuel, following God's direction, anointed Saul, son of Kish, to be the first king of Israel. He was a head and shoulders taller than everyone and looked like a king. And this is a very important point, because when you get to me, you'll understand why. So Saul was the first king of Israel, but he was not obedient to God. There were many things he did that God told him not to do, and things he didn't do that God told him to do. So God took the kingdom from Saul. God told Samuel to go and appoint a new king to the man he would show him. And that's where Samuel came to meet. God told Samuel to anoint David, myself, as king. I was one of the son of Jesse, the 8th son, the youngest son, and I was also a shepherd boy. I also played the harp. While Saul was still king, God took the spirit away from Saul, and Saul began to have terrible headaches. So one of Saul's servants told me to get my harp, and I would play for him. The Israelites became under attack by the Philistines, and the Philistines had a giant named Goliath. He was taunting the Israelites, and they were all afraid to fight him. So I went to the front lines to check on my brothers, and I saw that Goliath was taunting the Israelites. So I told King Saul that I would go out and defeat him. God gave me the power to kill Goliath with just a sling and a stone. Saul's son Jonathan became my best friend. He and I fought many battles together, and he also helped me get away when Saul was trying to kill me, because he was jealous of me because God had picked me to be king. At the end of the book of 1 Samuel, Saul died. In 2 Samuel, I became king, David. In 1 Kings, my son Solomon became king in my place. He was known for his wisdom. He had more wisdom than any man in the entire world that have ever lived and ever will live. In 2 Kings, God used prophets like Elijah and Elisha to give people his messages.